Please remain standing, and I'll ask Councilwoman Bew to introduce the school group.
We have two members of our Brigantine Choir who were also selected to be members of the All South Jersey Choir, and they sang in February in their concert. We have Molly Knopf and Kelly Nyman to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
These two girls are also going to be graduating on Friday night from 8th grade and going on to high school next year. And we wish them well in their high school years.
If I could ask you to remain standing while Councilman Sarah leads us in prayer.
Heavenly Father, watch over our meeting and help us to work together. Grant us the wisdom and strength to make the best decisions for our community. Amen. I'd like to ask if you guys could remain standing for a moment of silence for the victims and the families of the tragic mass shooting in Orlando, Florida. Thank you.
Molly. I want to congratulate Molly and Kelly for a great job with the national anthem. In fact, we should probably have you back every time we have a meeting. It was a wonderful rendition and certainly a great way to start off our meeting. This to advise that meeting notices covering this meeting have been sent and posted as required under the Open Public Meetings Act. The meeting actually started at 5 o'clock. Council was in executive session from 5 to a little after 6. And as we always do, I'll ask our solicitor to talk about the topics that were addressed in the executive session.
In executive session, Mayor and City Council discussed a matter of potential litigation, specifically certain issues relating to the CVS. The manager advised that a corrective action plan has been filed. A meeting for further discussion of outstanding issues is scheduled for October 1, and currently the court proceedings have been adjourned pending the outcome of that meeting. Matters of personnel were discussed. The manager advised that Dennis Kraus has been hired as the QPA for the municipality. Additional information will be made available in regard to that hiring this evening when council considers resolution 2016-133. Other personnel matters, the manager advised the council that certain acting positions are taking place within the fire department. The manager indicated that Tiger Platt is becoming the acting chief, Tim Daly is becoming an acting captain, and Mike Lang is becoming an acting lieutenant. The manager also advised that Carly Newcomb has been hired in a part-time capacity and will be working on issues relating to the municipal website. In regard to contract matters, the manager led a discussion in regard to the status of a lease for a property that has been leased previously to the WAVE. Council gave direction to the manager, and certain follow-up will be taken. Additional information on this matter will be available within the next 60 days. Other contract matters, there was a discussion about the walker restrictions, which are restrictions on the size of certain lots. No particular action was taken by council, and additional discussion is anticipated in the future.
Very good. Okay, at this time, I'll ask Councilman Bute to introduce the members from North School who are here for the awards.
All right, well, I guess we'll have, okay, I'm sorry, Mrs. Rita
Miss-
Coyne to talk about her group, her mock trial group.
Thank you. Difficult with my back to the audience.
You can turn it around.
You can turn around.
Tips are required.
We have many busy professionals on City Council, and I know your time is at a premium, so I doubly appreciate you taking the time tonight to recognize our students and our gifted and talented programs. We have many programs under the Gifted and Talented umbrella, and we are going to recognize a few of them here tonight. We have the All South Jersey Choir and All South Jersey Band, who did an outstanding job of showcasing their talents tonight. They have to go up against the best and the brightest throughout the region to earn this All South Jersey distinction. South Jersey students, All South Jersey students, if you could stand and be recognized, please. Congratulations, ladies. Good job. In addition, we have our robotics team, who, as middle schoolers, competed in a high school level competition in the 2016 Robotics Challenge held at Cedar Creek High School. This program is sponsored by the IEEE, the Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineers, and the judges were impressed with our students' hard work and dedication, and noted that our middle schoolers outperformed and outscored half of the high schools. Ladies, if you could stand and be recognized. And then we have our Piece de Resistance, our award-winning mock trial program. I am proud to say that Brigantine North Middle School has now won 6 state mock trial awards in the last 6 years. This is quite an accomplishment. This is a stateside award, and competition can run up to over 100 schools. Competition in the New Jersey State Bar Foundation's competition can be quite challenging, as we go up against many well-heeled and well-funded schools, some of them private North Jersey academies. The difference this year is that we had 2 mock trial classes. Each class submitted a case, and each case won. One class got 2nd place in the state, and the other class got honorable mention in the state. Again, this too is quite an accomplishment. Since there were 2 cases submitted, students who worked on the Southern Man case, could you please stand and be recognized? These students took 2nd place in the state of New Jersey. Congratulations.
That's great.
Students who worked on the fire drill drama case, could you please stand and be recognized? These students won honorable mention in the state of New Jersey. Congratulations. Who knows? With the legal background these students have learned, maybe we're looking at the future city council members. Thank you.
You have my job right now. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm middle school principal Kathy Fox. I would like to also reiterate thanking you for taking the time to honor our students tonight and our program. Our Gifted and Talented program is something we take great pride in because it doesn't just address academically gifted students. We are what is called a multiple intelligence school district. We believe children are gifted in many different ways, academically, athletically, musically. Some children are gifted leaders, and some gifted at speaking publicly. One of the things that adds on to our excellent year that we've had for our Gifted and Talented program is our teacher, Mrs. Rita Coyne. I tell people all the time, schools don't really, we have programs and we talk about our programs, but it's really our people who make our school go around. The program is nothing without the right person to implement it. This year, Mrs. Coyne was chosen by the EIRC, which is an academic organization that runs all of the gifted programs in New Jersey. Mrs. Coyne was chosen during the month of March as New Jersey's Gifted Educator of the Year. So congratulations.
Gave up their own time to help other students with their projects willingly. So it certainly was a huge effort on all parts.
It was a big effort on everyone's parts. Their families had a lot of help involved in helping them plan, getting to get dressed up when they do the mock trial competition because they do present their case. So I would like to thank all of the students and families for their hard work, Mrs. Coyne for her constant innovation. Every year she looks at her program and says, well, I think this thing is still working great, but this other thing needs to go, and what can I replace it with? And that's how we ended up with robotics for the first time this year. It was an excellent competition. I was very glad to see our students do so well. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you for having us tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Fox. Sure. And if Mr. Pruitt, the superintendent, is here. Mr. Pruitt, you want to say a few words?
First of all, thank you for having us. It's a wonderful opportunity to get the opportunity to recognize our students and our staff. The one thing that I like to point out all of the time for students and our teachers is that it's the dedication and hard work that they put in, sometimes that's outside of the school day, that really makes the programs as wonderful as they are. And I know that all of these students work very hard during their 40 minutes in class, but I know that they work incredibly hard outside of school at home, and it's the support they get from their parents and the partnerships that we have with the families that allow us to be so successful. So thank you, City Council, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Mr. Pruitt, and Mrs. Coyne, congratulations, and Principal Fox, congratulations, and to the boys and girls who are here. These awards are very, very significant as they recognize probably the most important skills and abilities that you have developed. They're really the 21st century skills that we talk about: collaboration, working as a member of a team, problem solving, critical thinking. These are the things that schools are trying to have students develop along the way. And these are the things that make you the most successful in life. Being able to work through a problem, working as a member of a team to solve that problem, putting on a presentation, mock trial is all of those things put together. Robotics, of course, and the talents that you bring, whether it's on the athletic field or the musical talents we heard here tonight. All of those things are extremely important. They're very hard to measure, but we know success when we see it, and we see it here tonight. So congratulations to all of you. And I know Mrs. Fox would like to get a picture of all of these students who have been recognized, so why don't you come up forward in front of the dais, and
the boys have a baseball game. Good luck, guys, tonight in your game.
come on up, and we'll take a 5-minute recess for anyone who would like to get pictures, and then we'll resume our meeting in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
This is my grandson in the maroon shirt, the dress shirt.
Can you look closer over?
Are they sister and brother?
we're going to make, pass an ordinance. All right.
What grade is he in? He's in sixth.
You know, it's funny, for example, we're going to get in middle school.
Good kids.
You guys want to stand up behind him here?
Sure. Top
Oh, that's what I said.
Let's get one of these.
Oh, shit. They are good.
I'll pay for that.
You guys can back up a little bit if you want. You good?
Let's go.
Yeah, he looks great.
I'll be on Instagram in a few seconds.
Okay. Good job, Mom. Great job. Got
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Bye. Nice job, Brian.
That's right.
While I have a moment, I'll give you something.
on there? There's nothing there. Hey! Holy moly. All right. Really? So, come off without a hitch, huh? All smooth? Congratulations.
Get tired, sit down, and take a nap. Do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah. See if I can master that. Oh, where was she sitting? And as Rita said, possibly future council can work on it in that group. And you just almost stroked out. But 6 years in a row, that's amazing. Like your daughter's in what grade? Oh, she's 6th grade. So she can they do it till 8th grade? 2 more years? Because I saw a couple of 6th graders I recognized in there. Wow. Kids are kind of impressive. Good to see you on your feet. Oh, sorry. One problem with that whole ceremony. You can tell they're new to council. They don't understand it's traditional. Oh, it was a really nice ceremony, but you can tell when people are new to council or new to doing this because they don't understand our rules. Rule number 1, you've got to praise John Doran. Not a word. His name didn't come up. Yeah.
I praised him this morning.
I'm sorry?
I praised him this morning.
Yeah, but that's us. That's everybody's job.
John, they were mowing and cutting down the fence when I came. Yeah, I know, yes.
Yes. Need a motion to resume the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, at this time, we have a special presentation to Bob Gargiulo, who is from the Elks, the Brigantine Elks Veterans Committee. And Bob asked us for a proclamation. Obviously, we were more than happy to oblige recognizing Independence Day and recognizing our veterans for their service. So, Bob, I'll take a moment to read this and then we'll make the presentation. It says, whereas each year on Independence Day, Americans honor and celebrate the courageous action of our nation's founders took on July 4th, 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And whereas with the brave and profound decision, the founders demonstrated their love for liberty and proud that they were willing to fight and die for freedom. And whereas Americans now possess a greater national unity and a deeper appreciation of things that matter most in our lives, our faith, our love for family and friends, and our freedom. And whereas throughout our nation's history, Americans have been steadfast in their efforts to build a country of liberty, peace, and opportunity for all. And whereas on this Independence Day, we pay special tribute to all those currently serving in the armed forces and to our veterans. Their contributions have been critical to the defense of our country, and our nation is grateful. Now, therefore, I, on behalf of the City Council of the City of Brigantine and the people of the City of Brigantine, urge our citizens to support our troops and fly the American flag in observance of Independence Day. Bob, I want to thank you for all the work you do with the Veterans Committee and the Brigantine Elks. And thanks, Bob. And many people may not know this, but the Elks, it's one of the areas that the Elks is most committed to, and the work that you and the rest of the committee do several times a year, bringing veterans to Brigantine from Veterans Haven in Vineland and providing them with a day of camaraderie and enjoyment here in Brigantine is just an amazing thing to watch.
No, thank you. On behalf of the Veterans Committee, I want to thank you for the proclamation. You know, we really have multiple purposes, but the main thing is supporting our troops, honoring our vets, and honoring our Constitution and the United States of America. So they asked me to come and ask for the city and the community on the 4th of July, like the proclamation says, to please fly your American flag in honor of our country. And I thank you for this, and I'll be bringing this back to the Veterans Committee. They also asked me, and I just talked to Lynn, I'll talk to Ed, if possibly over 4th of July, we could hand out flags to Jetty and Cove, and any donations that come back will go strictly to the veterans that we service through the Veterans Committee. So I'll talk to Ed sometime this week and see what we can do about that. So I thank you, and I appreciate the council. And again, if the city can fly their flags in honor of our country, we're in a tough time right now. Our country needs us, and we need to fly the American flag. So thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
One other thing before I go, it's not an agenda item, but you told me I could go ahead. First of all, I want to thank the Brigantine School District. All three of my boys went through there, and there's a reason why they went through there, and there's a perfect example. Do a phenomenal job, great leadership, great teachers, and obviously great students. But I also want to thank the clean community. The Northfield Community School, which I'm the interim superintendent of July 1, this is the second year we did our Brigantine Beach cleanup. And thanks to John, Campitelli, Lisa, and the clean community supporting the program, the kids went and did a beach cleanup. And I have to tell you, this year wasn't a lot because you guys are doing such a phenomenal job. It was the Monday after a Sunday, and the Cove was, I mean, they did a great job cleaning, but these guys do a great job cleaning up. And John came down and Mr. Campitelli and supplied us with the food, and the students had a great day. They cleaned the beaches, a lot of camaraderie. The water was fairly warm. So I really want to thank the clean community. I want to thank Lisa especially because she helped coordinate it. And hopefully after I leave, the next superintendent will continue that tradition of helping clean this community and awareness for the students of what it's like. 'Cause a lot of kids, even though they live in Northfield, a lot of times never get to the beach. So it was really good for them to see the environment and see what it takes to clean the beach. So again, thank you for your service and efforts, and thank the community. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. And I know you enjoyed seeing the students tonight and talking about the Gifted and Talented program and what they've done, especially in the area of robotics. Bob is one of the most innovative superintendents in the state and has done some incredible things with technology in his own district. So we have a lot of local talent here. Just wanted to recognize that.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's pay some bills. Or we have to do the minutes first. All right, we approval of the council meeting minutes of 4/20/16. Do we have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any additions or deletions to the minutes? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call?
View,
Yes.
McClay,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre.
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next we move to the approval of payroll requisition list and operating expenses. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
Mayor, before you do, if I could you add for the reimbursement to North School for the construction project in the amount of $159,121.32.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay. Since they did such a nice job with the national anthem, I'm okay with that. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call?
View,
Yes.
McClay,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre.
Abstain on 1388, yes to the balance.
Sarah?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Mayor Gunther?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, at this time, open the meeting for public comment on agenda items only. If anyone would like to address council on any of the agenda items. Yes, Mrs. Phillips.
Ann H. Phillips, 308 27th Street. Comments on two resolutions. First, Resolution 111, the budget insertion of almost $700,000 concerning the boat ramp. That is a lot of money. Questions, how will this affect this year's budget, the fund balance for this year, and the 2017 tax rate? We'd appreciate some comments on that. And Resolution 132, there is no supporting material on the website for continued remedial investigation regarding the golf links. Very intriguing title, and we'd appreciate comments on both of those. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips. Okay, any other comments on agenda items? Yes, John.
John Pucci, 100 Sheridan Square. Good evening, Mayor
Good evening.
and City Council. Boy, it's always great having those kids at the beginning of our meetings, isn't it? I'd like to just make one comment and thank you for the resolution for the flying the American flag. Coincidentally, our flags are currently flying half staff. And what that means is, the symbolism of that is that it's to symbolize the invisible flag of death flying above our flag, to mark and respect and remembrance of those that passed. It's very surreal when the President of the United States makes a proclamation to lower the United States of America's flag for that reason. So it's something to have thoughts about, and that's the reason why the flags go down to half-mast. But again, thank you for that proclamation this evening.
Thank you, John. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll move into our resolutions. And first one is Resolution 2016-111, insertion of a special item of revenue for municipal boat ramp. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
I'll make
So-
that motion.
Second. Okay. This is associated with the improvements to the municipal boat ramp and part of the grant program.
That is correct, Mayor. This is it's called Chapter 159. It is to insert a grant that we received. So we received a grant from NJEDA, the Neighborhood Community Revitalization Program grant, in the amount of $689,115. That's for the repair work at the boat ramp. It's drainage improvements. It's a permanent pump station. It is a floodgate at the boat ramp. We have gone out to bid. We received bids. They came in over this grant amount, but we have bond authorizations also that will supplement this grant. We are at the NJEDA for review of those bids, and hopefully by the meeting in July, we will have a recommendation or an authorization from them to come to you for the award. In answer of Ms. Phillips' question, it does not affect our fund balance. It does not affect our tax rate. This is simply to put it into our budget as a revenue, which we will then expend against as we do the construction.
This is part of the post-Sandy resiliency efforts that were put forth, and one of the biggest areas that we saw for flooding was from the boat ramp.
That is correct.
And this will hopefully take care of it with the gate as well as the permanent pump station there, which will replace the flood buster that is in place right now. So this is actually a very good thing that the grant is being inserted into the budget, and that work is moving forward. And do we have a timeline yet, Ed, for the award? And
we're hopeful to have the authorization to come to council for the award back from the NJEDA by next council meeting, so July. And then it's a very cumbersome process, as we have learned with the streetscape. So we're looking at construction occurring in the fall.
Great. Okay. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McClay.
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
motion carried.
The resolution for purchasing agent, do we move that to 133? Is that the last resolution now?
I think we're just going to go out, we're going to do that now. We'll just name it, we'll just number it 133, and it'll just be out of numerical
So
order.
what is the first resolution then? We're only having one, aren't we, to appoint a part-time purchasing agent?
That is correct.
Okay.
But I meant we're asking you to vote on that resolution, because one of the resolutions we have on the agenda will be awarding a contract.
So you want to establish the position?
That's correct.
Okay. So we need a resolution, which we will insert. Lynn, you will find a number for it?
133.
Okay.
She found it.
We need to create the position first, right? Is that correct? And then we can name the person?
No, the position exists. The
I-
resolution
It
is
is
appointing
hiring.
him
Right.
as our QPA and establishing the bid threshold of $40,000.
Okay. So you want the bid threshold one first? Or you want them both
They're all
done together?
together.
One
It's on the
resolution.
same- One resolution.
So that's why I said it would be at the end, because 132 is right before 133. You need to do it right now?
Oh, we're talking about it.
Well, procedurally, you need to do it before you do
132.
before you do 132. 132, as a result of Resolution 133, you will be able to engage a higher bid threshold. You want to do that before you consider Resolution 132.
Okay.
So the numerical numbering is not really significant, but the sequencing of how, when you call out 133 is, it just needs to go before 132.
We could do it at the end, just before that last one, however.
However, doesn't matter. We can do it right now since
Let's
we're
do it
talking
right
about it.
now.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
You're
This is a resolution to appoint a qualified purchasing agent. Whereas there have been recent changes to the local public contracts law and gave local contracting units the ability to increase their bid threshold up to $40,000, and whereas New Jersey statutes permits the increase in the bid threshold if a qualified purchasing agent is appointed, as well as granted the authorization to negotiate an award, and whereas New Jersey Code establishes the criteria for a qualified purchasing agent as a qualified purchasing agent, and whereas Dennis Kraus possesses the designation of qualified purchasing agent as issued by the Director of Division of Local Finance Services in accordance with statute, City of Brigantine desires to take full advantage of the increased bid threshold, and now therefore that the governing body of the City of Brigantine hereby increases the bid threshold to $40,000. And the governing body hereby appoints Dennis Kraus as the qualified purchasing agent to exercise the duties of a purchasing agent under New Jersey with specific relevance to the authority and responsibility and accountability of the purchasing activity of the contracting unit. Okay, can we have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Okay, any further discussion?
Ed, could you take a moment to explain to the public how this person's going to be working with us and we're sharing services with Galloway? Because I don't know that the public does know that.
Dennis is the purchasing agent for Galloway Township. He is now serving as our purchasing agent as well in a part-time capacity. He'll be working here one day a week, but also available to us during the work week while he's at Galloway.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McClay,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-112 is a rental registration refund for Puri. We have a motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, can we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLeod,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre.
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, next we have several liquor license renewals, and Chief will go through them one at a time and ask if there are any issues or concerns that you have.
Sure, Mayor, I can read off Lieutenant Woodzak's initial report that may answer a lot of the questions, and then we can go through each one of them.
Okay,
in
if you
detail.
would.
Every year, under Title 33, we have to conduct an investigation into all licensed retail liquor establishments, and it started May 29th of this year. According to the report, no alcohol-related violations were found at any of our licensed premises within the city of Brigantine. Lieutenant Woodzak also conducted on-site inspections beginning this month, and there were no discrepancies. He recommends that all current licensed premises be renewed for the 2016-2017 year. I just got this report about an hour ago. Tom Woodzak's on shift work, so we weren't able to meet up until tonight. But I have a listing here of all the licensees and any calls or related items to them.
Okay. So your recommendation is that they're all?
They all be
okay?
renewed.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. All right, so we'll move through these. The first one is Resolution 2016, and this is the liquor license renewal for the American Legion. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Not about this one specifically, but are these things we have to vote individually, or can we lump
Can
them?
we combine this?
Assuming the council is okay with all of them and there are no particular questions or comments on any of the individuals, you can combine them. If by chance someone does have a question on one of them, we could pull that out, but you could use, you can still move the balance by consent. If that's what council's intention, then you may wish to make a motion moving Resolution 2016-113 through and including 2016-123, and then take a vote on them as consent.
Okay. We have a motion on that?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, can we have a motion and a second now to approve? We've combined them now. Can we have a motion and a second to approve 123? Or excuse me, 113 through 123.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
This should be a roll call, please.
Yes. We could have roll call, please.
View,
Yes.
McLeod,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes to all of them except number 20.
you're just abstaining on that one?
Yes.
Mayor Gunther?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Next, we move to Resolution 2016-124, the four-wheel drive permit refund. Now, once again, can these be done as a group?
Yes, you have three there.
We have three, yes.
So the motion would be
25,
to
26.
treat as a consent motion, Resolution 124 through 126.
We have a motion and a second to combine 24 through 26.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, could we have a motion to approve Resolutions 124 through
So moved.
126?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, could we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLeod,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we move to Resolution 2016-127, a coin drop fill the boot for MDA. And this is by the Brigantine Fire Department. And Chief, Acting Chief, what is the date on that, sir?
That will be Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
Great.
And we'll be at the normal location in front of the firehouse, and we will also be at the beach entrance to the jetty and the cove as well.
Great idea. Okay, can we have a motion and a second, please?
I'll make
So-
that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Is this buy at the boot, save and loot? Or is this Okay.
Could we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, Resolution 2016-128, authorization for sale of bikes on Gov Deals. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Apparently, we have a lot of bikes, or?
We have 85 bicycles going up on sale at Gov Deals. We're going to sell them in lots of 11, 10. Anybody wants to buy them, go on govdeals.com and they're yours.
Great.
How did you accumulate so many bikes?
It's awesome. Police Department.
BWI.
All right, I gotta ask, is that because people are taking other people's bikes and you recover them, or
They're bringing them
are
back.
they used in?
Yeah. For the most part, yeah, that's exactly what's happening, Councilman. We get stolen bikes and we enter them, and if we don't have any information, we hold on to them in hopes that the owner will report it stolen.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyone looking for a bike? There'll be 85 on Gov Deals. Can we have a roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, Resolution 2016-129 is the work change order for the improvements to 200 block of 8th Street South. Could I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Ed, do you want to describe the change order?
Thank you, Mayor. This is a final work change order. It's an adjustment of quantities that were used in the reconstruction of 8th Street between Brigantine Avenue and Beach Avenue. It's an increase in the contract of $2,300, $2,349.
Great. Okay, any further discussion?
I just have one question. Ed, on that contract, on the itemized list, it does say allowance for work not specified, $2,500. I mean, typically, would that normally cover that on this?
No, because work is, the work that increased, additional concrete curb, additional square yardage of paving, is a specified item, so you're paying by the unit price that they bid on. That would be an allowance for if you come across an unforeseen condition that was not a specified unit, and we had, we would have $2,500 to work within.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, Resolution 2016-130, authorizing participation in the cooperative pricing agreement through the City of Ocean City Cooperative Pricing System. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ed, do you want to talk about the new consortium, I guess?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. This comes as a recommendation from our new QPA. This is a program that was started after Sandy. It was started by Ocean City, and recognizing that many of the shore towns, many of our municipalities in this area have similar purchasing needs. The way this will work, John will be going to Ocean City the end of this month to meet with them to look at possible items that we all may need to purchase, and then Ocean City does the purchasing, the bidding rather, and hopefully through the economy of scales from multiple municipalities joining together, we receive a discount and are able to purchase items at a reduced cost. No obligation, no fee attached. It's an opportunity and an effort to economize our purchasing efforts.
Great. Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yeah, I'm impressed. Our QPA's been on the job about 8 minutes and already saving us money. That's good. Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next is Resolution 2016-131, award of contract for Access Rec LLC for ADA-compliant beach access mats. Can we have a motion second, please?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
And this is based on their contract amount.
$34,452, John? $452. It's quotes, it's above the $17,500 pay-to-play threshold, but below our $40,000 bid threshold.
Great. And John, I guess the question's going to be, where are these mats going to be placed? If you know.
I don't know the exact streets yet, but we're replacing the white matting that has become brittle, and we've lost, due to breakage, we've lost a lot. So we're gonna sporadically, I know 16th Street is one that was mentioned that could act at our beach committee meeting, could use one. So I believe that's gonna be the first one.
Great.
John, we saw there were 3 quotes. The product that's offered by the lowest bidder is the best product, do you think, of the 3?
No.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
The lowest price, I believe, they were close, but the one was more of a foam. I don't know if you remember when we were talking at the meeting. And I spoke with Ocean City and Cape May, and this is one that they all go to. This is one that they've been using. The other one that we discussed at the beach committee meeting was the one that they originally used, and they're going to this new one, and that's the one I would like to try. The sand will filter through it, so it's a little bit less maintenance for Public Works to clean them off.
Okay, thank you.
So the Moby mat, I remember we talked about that in the beach committee meeting. Is that the one that they had, that they're switching now over to the
Right.
access?
Yes.
And is it because of that sand?
The newer, the one that we're looking at is a newer product. The Moby mat, it does filter the sand, but not like this one does, and the edges of it deteriorate. And this one has a sealed edge on the 4-foot side, or actually the 5-foot sides.
Of course, we want a better product, and if it's working for them, they've had it. Unfortunately, it's not made out of water bottles.
Yes. And no, this one is made out of.
I don't know that one is, but it is made out of polyester, and it is recyclable, but I don't think it's, the Moby mat is made out of plastic water bottles.
Right, and the Moby mat was the most expensive one.
Yeah, it was about $500 higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mayor, on this, if I may, just for a point of clarity, when you considered Resolution 133, I think I said we needed to do 133 before doing 132.
Right.
Actually, we needed to do it before 131. 133 has nothing to do with 132. It was this one, just for clarity.
I didn't want to correct you.
I know, it doesn't have-
We got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Okay. Could we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Resolution 2016-132 is award of contract to Whitman for the continued remedial investigation for the Brigantine Golf Links. Have a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
And this is based on their proposal for $24,370. Ed, you want to describe the scope of what they're going to continue to do?
This is ongoing?
Yes, Mayor. This is ongoing. You may recall when the city purchased the golf course in 2003, there were 2 underground storage tanks that had leaked at the maintenance yard. They were removed. About 200 ton of soil, contaminated soil, was removed. There was monitoring wells installed, and this is a process that continues the monitoring of those wells, continues the pumping of groundwater as required, and it secures a licensed site remediation professional, which is now required by the state when you have an open case like we do. We last sampled in 2014. We are trending in the direction we need to towards meeting water quality standards. So we're hopeful that in this process, in this effort, we may reach the water quality standards and be able to request to close the case.
Great. Okay, any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next we move to our consent agenda. We have the Brigantine PBA raffle license number 775 and 776, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society raffle license 777 and 778, and the American Legion pull tab license 779. Could we have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, can we have roll call?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we move to the council manager committee discussion. Ed, anything else that you need to discuss?
Thank you, Mayor. Just I mentioned it briefly earlier. We have our website that we are preparing to launch very soon. If council has any information that you would like updated or added to the website, please let me know as soon as possible. Another item that came up during this evening's meeting, the VFW, I believe, or the Elks rather, would like permission to do a charitable solicitation for flags on, I think, July 4th weekend, if I understood Mr. Garjoula correctly. I asked Fred, I think it would be Fred thinks it would be in our best interest to have council do a voice vote authorizing that, and then Lynn and I will work with Mr. Garjoula to iron out the details,
Great.
and the police chief and fire chief. And public works.
Okay, any concerns, gentlemen? No, sir. Okay, I didn't think so. Considering you have a couple of active duty and...
Yeah.
All right, could we need a motion and a second to approve the Elks flag sales on July 4th on the Cove Beach and
So-
Front Beach, I guess, in Brigantine?
I think he asked for the jetty and the cove.
Yeah. Cove,
Wherever they want to sell them.
Front Beach, yeah.
The beach.
On the beach,
Where-
on the beach.
Yeah.
They want to go to
Brigantine Beach.
16th Street or anywhere else, they're welcome to do that.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we have roll call, please?
View,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Withers,
Yes.
DeLucre,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Mayor Gunther.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, any other council manager or committee discussions?
Ed, would you rather me wait until council comments? I wanted to say a few things about the water bottles and the new water fountain in the lobby.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Most people know the Brigantine Beach Green Team, and they do a lot of great work on the island, and from beach cleanups, the dune stabilization, dune grass planting, beach plum planting, the farmer's market, many other things. But we are selling these water bottles, not making much profit, but the money that we do raise selling these bottles is going to help offset the $500 that the Green Team is donating back to the city to help pay for some of the costs of the new water fountains in the lobby. And with those new water fountains, there's a bottle refilling station. So anyone who comes to City Hall now, if you have a water bottle, you have fresh, clean, cold, filtered water. So if you want to support the Green Team by buying a bottle, it's also helping defray the costs of the fountain and refilling station in the hall.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lisa.
you're welcome.
Okay, at this time, I'll open the meeting for public comment. Anyone who would like to address council? Yes, John?
John Livesey, 214 37th Street South, first floor. I'm here on behalf of Brigantine Municipal Alliance, just to let everybody know, July 16th is our Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs event. Everything's going well. Hopefully the activities will start about 7:30 in the morning, go to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to have a whole schedule of activities and events for the kids and parents and families alike. I also want to come before the council to pass on an email I just got from Join Together Atlantic County. I just received this yesterday. And in regards to, since you passed the resolutions for all the liquor license being renewed, I want to pass this on to the owners and operators and servers of those establishments. But on June 22nd, I'll just read the email. Join Together Atlantic County is once again sponsoring We Check for 21 fake ID workshops at Stockton University, room F111, on Wednesday, June 22nd, at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. So just spread the word to any liquor licensees, bartenders, servers, police officers that may be interested in attending this event. I'm sure it's very informative. I haven't personally attended them yet, but I do want to pass this word on to everyone. And I will get the flyer up here at City Hall if anybody wants to see it.
Thank you, John. Yes, Mrs. Phillips.
Ann H. Phillips, 308 27th Street. Two comments, items on behalf of the Brigantine Taxpayers Association. Number one, what is the city doing to prevent another miles-long backup on the bridge and beyond that occurred recently? That's the first item. And second, concerns roads as well. Brigantine has two major access roads, the Expressway and Route 30. In response to my letter regarding Route 30's deplorable condition to Assemblyman Brown, he sent me a copy of his letter to the New Jersey Department of Transportation Commissioner. And I'm just going to read part of it, and I have a copy here for each one of you. Route 30 is a vital roadway for commuters, local businesses, and tourists, all of whom contribute to the local and state economy. However, the condition of Route 30 is discouraging motorists who fear damage to their vehicles from traveling it. In fact, I have previously shared with the department my concerns about the need for improvements. Route 30 needs immediate attention. I am respectively bringing to your attention the numerous complaints from constituents and visitors I receive regarding the condition of Route 30. So what I am requesting tonight is a resolution, thank you, John, is a resolution by this council to the New Jersey Department of Transportation Commissioner supporting Assemblyman Brown's letter and emphasizing that these improvements need to be made and they should be a priority of the department. I have talked to other people and people have talked to me about how they try to avoid all the cracks, potholes, and patches that are no longer working, and as they drive along in those two lanes both ways. It's between Atlantic City and Absecon, as I'm sure you've all experienced. And I think because it is a vital road for access to this island for both visitors and residents alike, our word should be added to that of Assemblyman Brown, and that coming through the City Council of the City of Brigantine. And so that's what I recommend and ask that you do. And certainly it doesn't take much effort on your part, but it's just another voice being heard from this area on a subject that I think is vital, which is transportation and taking care of our roads. So each one of you?
Yes.
Okay. I'd appreciate it if you would discuss this now and make a decision as to basically using the language in that letter. But again, we have a personal interest in this because of the importance of that roadway to us. So that is my request tonight on behalf of the Taxpayers Association, and just adding our voice to that of Assemblyman Brown.
I think that's an excellent idea, Mrs. Phillips. I know that it's been one that's been talked about, and Assemblyman Brown has been working on this. I know that Freeholder Days has written as well. We've been copied on that as a result of complaints that we've made to him. But I agree, we should do a resolution. I think we should also send it to all of our neighboring communities so that they do a similar resolution and start, voicing our concerns to the state in a more formalized manner to try and get some improvements on Route 30, because it is an absolute mess. With regard to what happened with the backup over the Brigantine Bridge, that was a complete breakdown in communication from the Atlantic City Municipal Utilities Authority, which is a separate entity from Atlantic City government, and South Jersey Transportation Authority not telling us that they were going to do the work in that area. Regardless of that, what happened last week also is exactly what happened the last time they did repairs on that same water main, which was December of 2014. I don't know if you remember that or not, but we had exactly the same backup. So as soon as we found out about the backup, with people calling, Mr. Stinson and I, we reached out to South Jersey Transportation Authority. We reached out to Atlantic City. The police department immediately went over and tried to clear the intersection by directing traffic. What we have in my conversations with the South Jersey Transportation Authority Executive Director, as well as with the executives at Harrah's and Borgata, because they were shut down as well. We have requested that anytime any work is being done in that area, that Brigantine and the casinos that operate in that area be notified immediately, and that we sit down prior to any construction to see what the impact is going to be in that area.
Are they going to honor that request?
I believe they will, considering that this is really this is the second time in the same site for the same water main. So sometimes, for whatever reason, they forget that the connector is called the Atlantic City Brigantine Connector, and that they need to notify Brigantine if anything is going to occur. It is a public safety, besides being an inconvenience to our...
It's public safety, sure.
It's a public safety issue, and the police and fire departments did a great job trying to work through that. At about, Jim, I think it was about 5 o'clock when we were together with Ed, or maybe a little earlier, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, you actually had an ambulance run that had to go over the opposite side of the Brigantine Bridge, with the coordination of the Atlantic City Police Department and Police and Fire Department, but it's something that cannot occur again. So they're well aware of our concerns. We've spoken directly to them. Ed worked with their engineering staff. I think they get it this time, but and as I said, I did talk to casino executives who were impacted. They are not happy either, and we can only hope that next time they do better. But if in fact we have the same situation, that particular situation, I don't know, they're going to have to wait until fall or come up with a better plan in order to make that work. But they have assured us that they will sit down and talk to us about traffic.
And there will be an agenda a resolution on agenda for the next meeting? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, we'll ask Mr. Cerny to take the language and put some whereases in it, and then we will hopefully pass it here and then pass it on to, I'm sure Absecon is impacted, Galloway, anybody who travels through that area. I have received numerous complaints. And you're absolutely right, Ann. It's a mess.
Yeah. I think you have an extra copy of that letter.
Okay.
I have one. I just have one. You can have it. Go ahead. I'll get a copy.
Ed, did you want to mention something about South Jersey Transportation Authority?
I know, Mayor, that the casinos are scheduling a meeting with the Transportation Authority and us to sit down at a table and try to put in some controls so that we are part of the process in any road detour plan before it happens.
Good. And we, without a doubt, our voices were heard about how we did not appreciate being tied up for hours while they did what they did, and you know, very disappointed in the Municipal Utilities Authority. It was the second time that they've done this, and they basically had the same result twice. Okay, any other public comment? Yes, John? And I want to clarify that that's the Atlantic City Municipal Utilities Authority, not our utilities. Thank you, John.
Just
Right.
a
Oh, John, do a
couple,
strongly worded letter.
just a couple minor items. How are we doing on our recycling containers? The time frame on the residents receiving them?
John, can you just state your name and address, in case people...
Again, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, John Pucci, 100 Sheridan Square.
Thank you.
John, any update on the recycling containers?
We picked out the stamp logo for the side. They are being made. We're looking at mid-August for delivery, so soon after that.
Great.
Thank you. Just for your information, if anybody else would like to know when specifically the American flag goes to half-mast, there are websites, one being halfstaff.com, and I think there's others, that there's free email notification that they'll send you an email when the flags go to half-mast. So just information to anybody's interested, that service is out there. Again, yesterday I was out in the inlet, and it looks like that there's been some repairs made to the bridge. It's not all done, but I believe I see some patchwork done there. Is the state in process of making those repairs? I know we talked about it before. I think I'm seeing some.
They haven't told us.
Do we know
That
anything?
could be. It very well could be, John.
So is that still, I mean, would they notify the city when they do that?
I doubt it, but, you know, just maybe police and fire in case they see somebody under there, or other than that, they have, state police has jurisdiction area.
I know there was some communication from the city to them before. Is that still ongoing, or that's still going to be finalized and those repairs made to the bridge? I'm just trying to find out what's going on.
I'll reach out to the Transportation Authority and see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Ed's starting to develop very good rapport with them. It's a,
Thank you.
yeah. Exactly.
Thank you. And I'd like to ask, first I support all the liquor licenses that were approved tonight by City Council. I'd like to ask, is there any programs such as the HERO campaign or designated driver programs that, to the extent known, with the involvement of our police department, that those establishments do have and are promoting that kind of a thing because they're serving alcohol?
Not that I'm aware of, other than what you see when you first walk in the store with the cops and shops. Several of them have the HERO campaign stickers on their windows, but we don't have direct contact with them regarding any programs, other than the ones we participate in, like cops and shops.
Maybe that's something we can look into the future, to the extent that, you know, where the city is allowed to participate under approving the license, what's reasonable. There's a lot of programs out there. They're easy to have. They're easy to install in the establishments, and maybe that's something we can look for next year and just do the best we can as far as serving alcohol in the city of Brigantine and driving our streets. And lastly, there's a little too many suit and ties in here for me. Council has had a great meeting tonight. Council has had an excellent meeting. Our last meeting, Saturday meeting, I walked out of here and told everybody at the farmers market I saw that we had an excellent city council meeting. And you folks have been doing pretty good all year long. So what I'm boiling down to is that I would suggest, under your individual personal approval, that your next Saturday meeting that we have, I believe, is there one in July, City Manager? July 6th. I would suggest, and I would accept and not think any lower of any the professionals of our elected officials, that Saturday morning meeting be a dress-down meeting. Other boards do it. I've been on boards in Hamilton Township. We've done it every so often. I think it just brings you all a little bit closer to the public that we're wearing the same clothes and not necessarily suit and tie. I know most of the gentlemen up there are professionals, and that's your day-to-day dress. But if the next meeting, if you want to applaud yourselves, that's something that I wouldn't mind seeing, that you have a dress down meeting on the next Saturday council meeting, and we'll all be in this together.
You're asking me to sit here with him, Fred, with a pair of shorts on, and looking at his legs?
You must have you saw John Dorian's shirt last Saturday, didn't you?
So it's my suggestion to you, and it's made respectfully, that you all deserve it.
Thank you.
John,
Thank you.
John, could I have one point of clarification? You said tonight's meeting was good, last meeting was excellent, so we're trending downward.
It's because of suit and tie, right?
Councilman DeLucre, just like you changed your vote last meeting after the vote was made, I stand here now changing my comments that tonight's meeting was excellent also. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public portion. Any additional council comments?
Yeah, I have one. That's just for you, Andy. The Brigantine Cultural Arts Commission is having its opening night of the Fine Arts Festival. It's going to be this Sunday, June 19th, 5 to 7, and it's going to be at the Brigantine Historical Museum. So it should be a great time. We have a lot of local artists. We'll have artwork out. All of council is invited, as well as our department heads, the public, so we'd love to see you guys come out. Thank you.
Thank you, Vince. Any other council comments?
Yeah, I would also like to say that this Friday night is opening night of Brigantine's first Art Walk, which is something started by Carl and Connie Pyatt. And this week's Art Walk will have somewhere 15 to 25 artists, 2 musicians up at the seawall from 5 to 8. So it should be very exciting to have this event each Friday night. So I want to wish them all the best of luck to come down the seawall, North End.
Great. Okay. There are no other comments. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming this evening, for Molly and Kelly singing the national anthem, and all the children and their families coming as well. And for those of you tuning in at home, thank you for tuning in to your